Hi, how's it going? My name is Mitali. I'm mostly in the moment. And we're looking at the twin flame energies for the middle of December. I'd like to thank my higher guidance and source energy for teaming up with me to do this beautiful, positive, divine light work. And I'd like to also thank you for sharing your beautiful, positive, divine light energies with me in this channel so I could continue giving as much as I can. And with that, let's get started. What is going on for the twin flames in the middle of December? The Devil card in reverse. So for me, the Devil card can signify physical things happening in the 3D realm on this reality that we're living in, something that you could feel, touch, see, smell, hold in front of you. And in reverse, it could also mean for me letting loose and having a little bit of fun. You know, we spent too much time being tied to all this emotional baggage, to the hard parts of this journey, to a lot of the things that weren't helping us on this journey that we had to let go of in the cycles of the twin flame journey and the spiritual journey. That has been all released. It's been worked on. You've healed yourself. You know, you've done so much work already. This is an indication that you've probably felt it with the eclipse coming up next week and the solstice happening the week after December. It's going to be one thing after another. Every week is going to be major changes. And you probably felt it in the past few weeks, the past few months. You've been getting a lot of the last minute things done, tying up loose ends. Now it's time to enjoy it, twin flame. It's time to let loose and have a little bit of fun. It brings in your twin flame closer to you, your twin flame energy. The other manifestations that you would like, just to loosen up your energies now, to have a little bit of fun. Because to attract all that beautiful, positive, fun, joyous, successful energies, you have to be in that energy already. So it's now time to understand that you've completed your work, you've done your healing, you've done your inner work. It's time to loosen up and have a little bit of fun. So whatever is going to meet you, whether it's your twin flame or your soul mission or a lot of money or that perfect job, it can find you now in the physical. What is happening for the twin flames in the middle of December? Two of Wands. When both the cards come out in reverse, I flip them, indicating that some sort of change is happening now. So as I said before, December, it's every week it's going to feel like something else is changing. If you checked out my monthly extended reading on Vimeo, you can see that every week, last month and this month, is huge changes in the twin flame journey. This is no different. This week is no different. These eclipses are no different. This is a time that you and your twin flame will find the next thing to do, the next cycle, the next adventure, the next step. This is when you guys are going to come together, whether energetically or physically, and for a lot of you it's going to be physically, to figure out what the next steps are. So what is going on with the Divine Masculines? How do the Divine Masculines feel about the Divine Feminine? Okay, Four of Pentacles. I do feel like the Divine Masculines are feeling like they're holding on to this connection, to the feelings that they have for the Divine Feminine very strongly at this time. Because as we've been seeing in the last few weeks, Divine Masculines are feeling like they're not going to let go anymore. You know, before it was like kind of figuring out, is this going to happen? You know, is this even possible? Am I in a good place enough for this kind of connection? You know, that's been in the past years and months and weeks, right? Now they're at a place where they are definite and sure that they are going to come into union, physical union, no matter what, at whatever point. But they have undoubtedly secured their feelings for the Divine Feminine. And now more than ever, towards the end of the year, they are looking forward to bringing them home. The two of wands there jumped a little. They have this kind of feeling of jumping out of the door, like running out the door, running into their car, running onto the plane, running onto the train, just running out the door and getting a jump start on this physical union. Now more than ever, they want their home. They want their Divine Feminines. They want to physically hug the Divine Feminines, physically be in the same room, physically communicate, physically put down roots. Wow. I'm gonna go grab those. So we have the Strength card and the Ace of Swords that went flying off the table. They have plans that they want to bring into their physical reality now. And they don't know if they can secure these plans without knowing if the Divine Feminine is going to be involved. So at this point, the Divine Masculines are being called to confront the Divine Feminines or confront this physical union stronger because of these plans. They have big plans, and whether or not the Divine Feminine is going to be in their life is going to affect their plans, whether they can move forward with it or not. Are they going to move forward with it alone or not? And so because these plans are so important to the Divine Masculines, it could be moving, it could be a new job, it could be wanting to start a new relationship, it could be a decision regarding their health, it could be a decision regarding something that will take the majority of their life, that will occupy the majority of their life. And so this decision is too important to not know whether or not the Divine Feminine will be involved, or to let the Divine Feminine know, or to see if this is going to be a thing, if this relationship is going to be a thing right now, if they're going to take the next step in the relationship and the connection now, because it will affect this big decision that they have their heart set on. So it's really important for them now to communicate with the Divine Feminine about this and actually see the Divine Feminine in the physical to communicate about these plans. Okay, the Divine Feminine's feelings towards the Divine Masculines. The Divine Feminines are on the same page. The Divine Feminines has some plans that they are moving forward with. And at this time, wow, the Fool card. The Three of Wands, moving forward with some plans that you already have set. New life. The Divine Feminines have a new set of goals or new steps to follow in their soul mission. And the Divine Feminines are on their way. They've made the decision and they are ready to move forward. The Divine Masculines feel that the Divine Feminines are moving forward in their life, moving forward with some plans, this new life. And so the Divine Masculines are now physically feeling like, I have to see what's up with the Divine Feminines. I need to see if our plans are gonna, because the Divine Masculines feel it so strongly that the Divine Feminines are moving forward with their life, forward with their plans. And the Divine Masculines need to know if they can move forward with theirs with the Divine Feminines, or is it going to be without the Divine Feminines in the cycle? Okay, So, the Divine Masculine's thoughts about the Divine Feminine at this time. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. All the Divine Masculine's cards are falling off the table, which for me means that the Divine Masculine doesn't even know if it's a possibility yet. They just have these thoughts about kind of further along in the future, like what they want to do in a year or 5 or 10 from now. And they're not sure, it's not concrete. The one thing is that they're not worried about coming to you, Divine Feminines. They're not worried about coming to you anymore. Like their convictions are so strong that they want to do this, whatever it is. It's a passion project. It's a new career. It's a new job. It's a new home. It's a new location. It's a new desire to start a relationship. It's a new desire to get married or have kids or, start some sort of project or charity or business or whatever it is. It's so strong, and they're so all this time, all these weeks and years and months, they've been working on themselves. They are no longer afraid of coming to the Divine Feminines. In their heart of hearts, they know that they want to do this thing. It's their soul mission. You're already on your way to work on your soul mission, Divine Feminines. They're so sure that they want to start this soul mission of theirs. And that's why they're no longer afraid to come to you, Divine Feminines. No longer afraid to share this idea with you, share this communication with you, share these thoughts, share these feelings about the connection and about their soul mission. It's they're very calm about it. They're very secure in themselves and secure in what they want and not afraid anymore. They're not afraid to come to you. Divine Feminine's thoughts towards the masculine, the Empress. I do feel like the Divine Feminines are feeling like it's time to not be alone in this soul mission anymore. Although you have started your soul mission, Divine Feminines, you might be giving a lot, and a lot of people, you may have a larger soul mission. It might be something that affects more of the population, a bigger project, a bigger business or whatnot. But everyone's soul mission is just sharing their talents, their skills with humanity in order to help others. Just listening to someone that might be having a difficult day, just helping out in some sort of errand, or donating to some sort of charity, or just donating your time to some sort of cause. Just little things throughout the day, little things throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year. That's your soul mission. That's every Twin Flames general soul mission, is to do good, to share your gifts with the others. You've already started Divine Feminine. And that's why you're pulling the Divine Masculines to you, because if you're already on your soul mission, it's going to grab the Divine Masculine's attention, who's starting their soul mission, to see if it's smart to combine soul missions at this time, or if it's going to be like a solo thing for a while. But for a lot of Twin Flames that I'm talking to now, have already started their soul mission, have already made moves on it, have been doing their soul mission for quite a while now, and are ready to take the next step, or to ready to keep going forward. And you're getting your second wind, Divine Feminines, a kind of certainty, clarification, knowing that this is what you're meant to do in life. And you might have been having doubts, or you might have been feeling like you might want to change soul missions, or change it, do it in different locations, or do it in a different way. But once you kind of get secure in it and you want to move forward in it, Divine Masculines has no choice but to kind of interact with your energies at this time in the physical, to see if their soul and your soul can come together to combine soul mission at this time. If not, then it'll be another cycle. But seeing as the divine masculines so strongly want to start their soul mission, and I feel like for most divine masculines, it's starting their soul mission for the first time. It's starting it finally. That is going to call them. You're calling them in with your soul, with your energies, divine feminine, at this time. You may have no idea because you're so focused right now. The divine masculines are hearing your call. Okay, the divine masculines action space, action towards you in the physical. Because the two of you are so strongly linked, it's necessary for the divine masculines to check up on the divine feminine at this time because of how far the divine feminine is leading your souls at this time. The divine masculines have to touch base because the divine feminines are really, you guys have like a combined soul, right? Are really leading the soul in a very advanced and very higher vibrational place. Like it's just, you're just taking this divine feminine, taking both your energies into a much better place, much higher place. And the divine masculines have no choice but to keep up. The divine masculines have no choice but to take action now, because it will be unjust, it would be unbalanced, and that's going to break a lot of the laws, energetic laws, if the divine masculines do not come to the divine feminine at this time. So it's like it's out of their hands, it's out of their control. They have no choice but to do this. The Chariot and the Justice. Okay, both major kanas, there is a strong drive to come to the divine feminine right now. The divine masculines are being divinely guided, divinely pushed, divinely dragged for some divine masculines, but for most, divinely rushed to come to the divine feminine at this time. Because the energy is very unbalanced and very balanced at the same time. You guys have both worked so hard to get to where you are. You guys are both so secure in who you are and what you want to do with your life and where you're going. Even if you're not completely sure the steps you need to take, you are really sure about what you're doing now is your highest and best life. And because the divine feminines are pushing forward in their soul mission right now, and the divine masculines are ready to start their soul mission, it's calling the divine masculines into union. It's forcing isn't the right word, but it's like it's cosmic justice. Like it's out of the hands of the divine masculines at this point. They are being called in. The 6 to the 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Temperance card. For the divine feminines in your physical action space towards the divine masculines, it's time. It's time. This is incredible because I did get a vision that a lot of twin flames are going to meet while in an act of service. For an example, if there was like a hurricane or a storm or a natural disaster, you know, the divine feminines are already on the ground giving water and medical aid to people in need, and the divine masculines decide to join in on that cause and help out and meet the divine feminines right there. That's just an example, but I do feel it's something like that that brings the divine feminines and masculines together at this time. It's some sort of act of service, a charity, helping the same person, helping the same cause, in a way that like was unplanned. Like you just bump into each other, you just happen to come across each other, you know. It's like chaotic, and you're grabbing water, and you just see the divine masculines there. It's like, we gotta go. Here's some water. You bring this. I'll bring this. Let's go. It's really quick. But in that moment, the divine masculine sees the divine feminine and just like, even with all this chaos going around, like sees their face and kind of can hear the divine feminines talking to them, but it's kind of like muffled because they just see the divine feminines. They lock eyes, and when you lock eyes, you see into that person's soul, and they just kind of freeze for a moment because it's just like, this is it. This is the person. This is what we're meant to do. This is the person I'm meant to do more of this kind of service to humanity, service to our planet Earth with. It's happens very quickly, and you feel it too, divine feminines, but you're so caught up in getting things done that it doesn't shock you as much as it does the divine masculines. But it happens very quickly, and while you are in service to others. Alright, I hope you enjoy this reading. If you resonated with this reading, please check out the extended twin flame reading on Vimeo. The link for which is down in the description. I'm Natalie, reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love, light, and peace.